At the PlayStation Experience of 2016, Naughty Dog finally announced The Last of Us Part 2. Such a truly masterpiece of a game, The Last of Us gave me and its audience such an original experience we can't find easily in the game industry. The sequel of Ellie and Joel's story has been a popular subject since the release of The Last of Us in 2013. The fans of the game have been bugging Naughty Dog to give them more of this universe. At PSX, the first trailer of The Last of Us Part 2 was released and we got to see a small look on Ellie and Joel's story after the previous game. Although we aren't sure what the trailer is interpreting, a small amount of information makes for great speculation. Something quite interesting about this tattoo is that it was shown to the public by Naughty Dog back in September of 2016 for Outbreak Day, 2 months before the announcement of the actual game. Naughty Dog teased the poster to celebrate the day when the Last of Us fungus virus, Cordyceps, reached its critical mass. As this has been a commonly yearly celebration since 2013, nobody questioned it at the time as Naughty Dog flew right under our noses. As for the tattoo itself, it displays a fern branch blooming out of Ellie's bite, as if the tattoo is transforming. As we have seen in the trailer, time has passed and things have changed. While Ellie and Joel are older, revenge and hatred set the theme of this reveal trailer. As we see Ellie enraged with a particular group of people, the tattoo could simply show off some kind of alteration from Ellie herself. As we first see Ellie's hand with the tattoo in the trailer, we see her hand trembling. Ellie's loathing has possibly gone out of control and impossible for Joel to stop. Time has passed since we last saw the two, and based off the trailer's appearance, a lot has happened in Ellie and Joel's lives. The relationship between Joel and Ellie is undetermined, as there could be secrets that the both are keeping from one another. After processing the theme and overall scene of the trailer, I wondered if the game could possibly start here, in this scene. It would be quite interesting to be kept in the dark throughout most of the game and ponder the path of the player that they are proceeding in. At the PlayStation Experience of 2016, Naughty Dog director Neil Druckmann explained that we would be viewing Ellie's point of view in The Last of Us 2. So in the case Joel never justified his reasoning about the concluding events of The Last of Us, we could possibly perceive the idea that Ellie is against Joel. Neil also explained that the game would be sad as the first game manifests the theme as a bond between a father and a daughter. Could the sequel continue this? Neil goes on explaining, Part 2 is going to be a larger story. This is a complementary story to the first game, but the two together are going to tell a much larger tale. He also continues saying that one of the biggest themes is hate. In The Last of Us, we are seeing most of the game through the eyes of Joel. We might see the opposite direction for The Last of Us Part 2, as Ellie looks a little bit upset. Could we be seeing a conclusion to these duo's story?
'Cause I'm wrong.
What are you doing, kiddo?
Joel's story in the first Last of Us game let us see the sorrow he has faced as well as how he reacted to that experience. The Last of Us ends giving the audience a different perspective on Joel. In conclusion of the first game, the audience will either understand or oppose Joel based on his actions. To understand Joel is to feel his emotions since the beginning, starting with the loss of his daughter and knowing he did the right thing for both himself and Ellie. To oppose Joel is to feel Ellie's emotion and how she wanted to help society and make things right. In other words, she wanted her friend Riley's death to mean something. Now this is quite the debate, as it can go either way, both with their good intentions. But what does Ellie believe? We haven't seen if Joel feels ashamed of his actions or if he has gone possibly insane. Although everyone has their own belief, I've rarely seen games ending giving the audience mixed emotions about the main protagonist. While the audience isn't sure what is going on with Joel's sanity, anyone that has gone through that situation can easily lose himself. In the environment of The Last of Us, this doesn't seem to be an uncommon factor. The Last of Us Part 2's trailer shows humanity still at a weak point. Ellie and Joel have been depending on each other to stay alive, but trust might be doubtful. We don't have a whole lot to go on, but the trailer does show a change in both these two. Since the release date of the game is unknown, we can only guess what might come next. Thank you everyone for watching. Consider liking the video, as the like bar gives me a greater understanding of what you guys would like to see more from me. Do you guys want me to discuss more on The Last of Us 2 in the future? What do you guys think is going on in this teaser trailer? Thank you again friends, and I'll see you in the comments.